What's going on, guys? Shane here from House of Cards TCG, and I wanted to bring to you my New York regional. I got 14th place, went 7-2, Tearlament deck profile. I'm doing a few things that are a little bit different than what a lot of my opponents were doing. Played a lot of Tearlament mirror matches, so wanted to bring it to you. It's been a little while, been on a little bit of a hiatus, but I thought this would be really good content, and let's hop right into it. So first thing I'll do is go over my rounds. So round one, I played a Ishizu mirror match, and I won that 2-1. Round two, I played Super Quantum, pretty cool deck. That was 2-0. He just couldn't kind of do anything. Round three, Bestial Sprite. That was 2-1. Game one, I got shifted, and I made Baguska, and he had the Imperm, so that was just an L. But won the next two. And then round four, I played another Ishizu mirror match, and I won that one. Round five was another Ishizu mirror match, and I lost that one. That was a really good player, Daniel Shogun. Super good, just really didn't make any misplays and punished a couple of my really small misplays. So that was an L. It's my first loss. I was 4-0. And then round six, I played a really cool Labyrinth deck. I really was not expecting Labyrinth at the sixth round. That was 2-0. Just kind of couldn't keep up, didn't draw his floodgates. He was playing like Rivalry and Summon Limit in the main deck and some pretty cool decks, but just couldn't keep up. Then round seven, I played Flunderies. That was 2-0. Baguska kind of just hard carried me on that one. Round eight, I played Chris LeBlanc, obviously insane player. Lost that one 0-2. He played better than me. Can't really make an excuse. Round nine, Bestial Sprite, and I won that 2-0. So finished 7-2, 14th overall. Not the best, but not horrible. And let's hop right into the main deck. So 3 Merly, best normal summon. Havness, insane hand trap. Playing 3 of all the good ones, so 3 of that, and then just 2 of the Rhino Heart. You just don't want to have too many normal summons. Rhino's good. Some people are cutting it to 1. I didn't like it at 1 because it is a really good mill, especially going second. It can just snowball into a lot of plays. So just 2 of that. It was really good. And then we'll go into the Ishizus. 3 Caldo, 3 Medora. In hindsight, I might think about cutting one of the Medora just because it's just kind of weak going second. 3 Kelbeck and 2 Agido. This could have been 3. They're just so strong into anything that's not Ishizu. It's just these cards are so broken. Same thing with the next 2. So I'm playing Herald and Diviner. I haven't seen a lot of people still playing the Herald and Diviner, so just wanted to kind of show it off, but the Diviner is absolutely insane against anything rogue, any Bestial Sprite, Flunderies. It was really good against Labyrinth. Being able to make a Baron is just so powerful. It's underrated. And then drawing Herald along with any of the Ishizus, you're plussing so hard. It's like you just have to play it, in my opinion. It's just too good not to. Diviner was really flexible, being able to go into make it a level 6 or make it a level 4, so you can make a Baron, you can make a Beatrice. You could do a lot with it. It really came in handy. I liked it a lot. And then for some defensive cards, I played 3 Bestial Magnamut and 1 Druis Worm. This ratio kind of looks weird, and normally you see it at 2-1. Kind of wish I would have played more because the mirror matches were pretty tough, only playing, 4 Bestials. The Bestials are so good in the mirror match. And when my opponent has 6, 7, 8, 9 Bestials sometimes, and I only have 4, it's a big disadvantage. I really have to play perfectly in order to win those. So I'd probably think about bumping that up. And I'll talk about what I would cut. But next one's pretty obvious as well. 4 field spells. The field spell is just broken. 2 Scream. I really like this at 2. This could even be at 3, honestly. just because it's so powerful. Going first, you set it up, and then it's really hard to play around if your opponent, like anytime they summon a monster and I have a Tear Element, I'm milling 3, and milling 3 is powerful. And the 500 attack loss that they get is big too, because your monsters are already big. They're 3,000 or 35 if you have the field spell, and then you're making their monsters lose 500. Makes it really tough to game you, and this deck is so grindy with so much follow-up that if they can't game me, then turn 3 I'm probably just winning. So I like this at 2 a lot. Gives you a chance, if you open one, you still have one that you can search off the Kalos if you already have a target. So I like that a lot at 2. It could even be 3. 1 instant fusion, self-explanatory. 3 tactics. Basically, this card right now in the format is so good going first and second. I said, why not play 3? Next format, it gets weaker because you can't let Cash Tear. Cash Tear is just oppressive if they set up their full board. But I liked it a lot. It was really good. Every time going first, you have this. I could almost always look at their hand. And when you do that, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. Like ripping a card out of their hand and going full combo, it's broken. So I liked it a lot at 3. This is what I would maybe think about swapping more Bystials for, just because going second, you would really like to have more Bystials. This was generically good though. I did like it. It performed really well. I can't say a bad thing about it. I was worried about drawing multiples playing it at 3, but it didn't happen. So I liked it. It was good. And then for the traps, 2 Solic. I had 1 Crime in the main, and I decided on 2 Solic because this card is just a way better mill. Just the fact that you can mill this and search a monster is so powerful. The Crime graveyard effect to add back a banished one just really doesn't come up much. So having the 2 Solic just made my deck just more consistent. And going into a 9-round regional, I just wanted the most consistent deck possible. I didn't want to brick. And it worked. I didn't brick a single time out of 9 rounds, which is pretty good. So I liked it. We'll get into the extra deck. So same 6 fusions. We got Kikalos, Mudragon, Garura, Dragos Tapelia, Rule Kalos, Kaleido. Pretty self-explanatory. I mean, those are standard. I haven't seen many people deviating from that. For the Xyz, Baguska, Dweller, Redoer. These all came up. Obviously, you make the Dweller in the mirror match. Baguska is insane versus Rogue. If they shifter you, you make a Baguska and hope for the best. Hope they don't have Imperm or Dark Ruler. This was really good against Flunderies, really good against Sprite. Yeah, it just comes up a lot. Also, the effect when you put it in attack position that it can't be targeted, it comes up a lot because you can go into a Zeus really easy and they can't stop it as easily. And then Zeus, Beatrice. This is the end of the Xyz, so I'm not playing Wallow. I like Wallow a lot, but it just felt like a win more card, whereas Beatrice guarantees me I can do something the next turn by dumping a card. You can dump like anything that's not the mirror. You could dump Kelbeck or Guido, or if you have it with Dweller, you can dump those and mill 5. And milling 5 is insane, so Beatrice just felt way better than Wallow to me. Wallow, I didn't ever miss it. Links, we had Dark, we had Elf, Sprin, really standard. Dark being able to take the Magnamut is insane. Elf just really good with the Diviner, and Sprin just goes in dumpster early. And then we had the Baron, which, like I said, Baron is really good with the Diviner. You can also make it with Herald of Orange Light. I didn't do that, but you can. And let's go into the side deck. The side deck was really good. I debated it a lot going into it, and it's still probably not perfect, but it performed pretty well. So first thing was Imperm. You just kind of need to have more defensive cards going second against something like Flunderies, or even in the mirror match, this is really good to hit the Kikalos. So I liked Imperm a lot. We had 3 Droplet. Droplet, basically, this was Dark Ruler, and then I was trying to figure out my siding patterns, and I needed more cards to side going second in the mirror match. And sometimes you side the Droplet in. This card's also just really good against Flunderies, Sprite. Just good. It's just a really good card. And flexible. I wanted to have more flexible cards. And then back row, I saw a lot of people not playing back row removal, and honestly, if I didn't have these cards, I might have lost the Labyrinth matchup, and you just don't want to lose random matchups like that. The other thing is Twin Twisters and Duster are really good against Flunderees, and I only played, I think, one Flunderees, but I was pretty afraid of it going in because, you know, it's just a scary deck. If they have Shifter, Barrier, Statue, like you just need as many cards as possible to be able to play. Along that same line, I did the 1 Zombie World, 1 Necroroyal Banshee. I didn't want to devote too many cards to this one specific matchup when, like I said, that all these cards are good against Flunderees. So I didn't want to devote too many like single cards that are only good against Flunderees. I mean, this card is kind of good against like Rika. It's pretty good against like Dragon Link, but just didn't expect to play many of that. So yeah, it's really good in the Flunderees. You just want to have it. 1 Crime, you side that in going first. Scattershot, it's level 2. And 2 Juris Worm. I just needed more cards to be able to go second in the mirror match. So I wanted the 2 Juris Worm to put me at 6 Bestials. 6 DD Crows, kind of nice. Like I said, I would have liked it to be more. My 2 losses were both Tear, Ishizu mirrors. So I need to look at that and think what could be changed. But yeah, that is the deck profile. Let me know down below what you think, if there's anything you would change, any thoughts. And yeah, this is Shane from House of Cards TCG signing out.